My name is Ben. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist through the NSCA and certified in Olympic weightlifting through the USAW. My main training philosophy really focuses on strength and mobility. If you really think about it, whatever you're doing, whether you're walking up the stairs or throwing a fastball, it's your muscles that create movement. So really, forget everything you heard about needing an aerobic base. The true foundation for performance, whether in life or in sports, is muscular strength. Since your muscles are doing all the movement, it makes sense to have them strong, all right? As I mentioned, strength training is really the foundation of my programming. And really no tool is more tried and true and more effective at building maximal strength than barbell training. I use a lot of other tools as well, like kettlebells, body weight, TRX, you name it, but all that stuff is really supplemental, like they're accessories when we're really trying to focus on specific aspects. So I'll give you a few exercise demonstrations of some barbell exercises we do. So first one I'm going to show you, the front squat. Basically, by having the bar front loaded, some people it really bothers their shoulders getting into that external rotation with a traditional squat. So we're gonna load it in the front instead. Get those elbows up, stay nice and tall. This will really challenge your spinal erectors too. And get down, finding to keep the elbow up, not allowing it to drop forward. That's what's really challenging our spinal erectors. Okay, and one of the things with this exercise, if the bar's choking you, you're actually doing it right. It's one of my first progressions for the deadlift with the barbell, like after doing all the kettlebell stuff, making sure they have adequate mobility, is a sumo deadlift. So basically, you're gonna go wide, externally rotate your hips a bit, and the advantage here is that wider base of support, some more stability, and also having that external rotation tends to give people a little more range of motion who lack the mobility to get down in a conventional deadlift. Then from there, just bend the knees slightly, push your butt back. This is more of a hip dominant movement, not knees. Chest up, lats tight, squeeze your butt, bring your hips through. You pretty much want to hump the bar at the top. Squeeze that butt as tight as you can. Some mistakes people make is they'll come up here, and then they lean back, they don't use their hips. That's how people hurt themselves, using their lumbar spine. So it's not the deadlift, it's the way you're doing it that's hurting you. There's actually a lot of debate in the strength and conditioning community about whether to use Olympic lifts or not. I see it as a valuable tool, but I see it as just that, it's a tool. So it will be appropriate for some clients and not appropriate for some, but some of the benefits is that we're really getting that explosive hip extension that's really important in athletics. So I'm going to show you part of the progression that I use to teach a clean. So what I usually do, have them start from the power position. So you're staying nice and tall, chest up, shoulders back, slight bend the knees, explode that bar up, catching in that same rack position as the front squat. Coming back down, same thing, boom. And so that's the first progression, because that's where we're always going to, no matter where you're starting, the bar's always going to come here at this position before you pop up. And then the next thing, you go those steps again, so just slight bend the knees, push that butt back, so now we're hinging at the hip, pause at that position, back up. Show you one more time. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so next we remove the hesitation. Okay, now that we know our positions. And the big thing there too, so with the full lift, actually it starts from the ground, but with most athletes, most people I work with, I usually go from the hang. A lot of people don't have the mobility to get down there, and the research really shows that there's a lot more hip improvement there.